You guys, I'm nervous. I am so nervous. Before we get into it though, I did want to let you guys know that this video is for educational entertainment purposes only. Please remember to be kind to everybody everywhere in your everyday life, in your home, in the grocery store, and especially in the comment section down below. Please do not show hate to anybody, anywhere. Good morning, my lovelies, my beauties, my friends. My name is Christina and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, thank you so much for clicking on this video. I really hope that you will subscribe, stick around, take a chance in hearing some things that I have to say. And if you are a returning subscriber, y'all already know, y'all are my babies. So good morning, good morning, good morning. How is everybody doing today? I hope you all are having an amazing day. Oh my gosh, are y'all watching this? Are y'all watching this on the television or on the YouTube or on the stream or on the court TV or on the apps? Are y'all watching it? Because I had to film another video. Now, I was not expecting to come back and talk to you guys again until Friday. But just too much has happened, and I know my husband is tired of hearing about it. My friends are tired of hearing my text messages, so I'm gonna talk to y'all about it, okay? Before we get into it though, I did want to let you guys know that, hi, my name is Christina. I do have a second channel, Casually Christina. Do things more casually over there. I also have a Patreon. Now, my Patreon is for 18 and up. Over there, we talk about more personal story times. We go live over there. We have a $2 tier that we do like true crime stuff that can't go onto YouTube because of their terms and policies. All of that goes over there. I have an Instagram as well as a Facebook, and those are always linked down in the description box if you'd like to come and check me out. So you guys, I wasn't expecting to see what I saw in court yesterday afternoon and today. So yesterday afternoon, where we left off was one of Amber's friends, Io, came to testify. And then today, Io finished his testimony, and then Amber's ex-friend, Rocky. Now, you guys remember Rocky? Rocky's the one that went with Amber to the courthouse. And if you guys are not all caught up with this, check out my playlist. Start at the top, work your way down, and you'll know everybody that we're talking about here. And then Amber's sister, Whitney. And y'all, I was screaming. Oh my gosh, I was screaming. Wait until y'all hear about all this. It would be very comical if there wasn't like so much of people's, reputations and finances and all of that on the line during this trial. Now, Io, who is another person that is testifying and saying that they're not friends with Amber anymore, which I find is very funny. Io's not friends with Amber anymore. Rocky is not friends with Amber anymore, which is Roquel, but they call her Rocky, which I find is very funny because Roquel, or Rocky, was allegedly there for Amber and her best friend when she was going through all of this stuff with Johnny. Now, this is Amber's story, and I just don't see how they're not friends anymore. I know my friends that were there for me when I went through some crazy stuff, or though that means something to me. Like, they get an attitude with me, fine, I love you, it's good, because they were there for me. And I think it's really crazy that Amber's not friends with her anymore. She ain't friends with Io, Rocky, Josh, who he testified to. I forgot to say that earlier. And she is still friends with her sister, but we'll get there. But it's interesting because Johnny Depp has people that are his friends and that work for him that have been in his life for 40-something years, right? Johnny Depp and Winona Ryder are still friends, and that was 30-something years ago. Johnny Depp and his ex, Vanessa, who he was with for 14 years, are still very close. Johnny Depp and Kate Moss. It's like, and these are just the people that we know of, like, or Johnny Depp's friend that lives in one of his homes that got on the stand to testify and cried, who's been friends with him since they were kids. So like 50 years, like that says something about his character. But Amber, what's up? Okay. So Io testified, and he was one of the people who was living in Johnny Depp's penthouse. Now, hear me out. All of this whole video is alleged for entertainment purposes. All my opinion. Do your own research. Make your own opinion, okay? Because I don't want to have to say it constantly. Johnny Depp has many different homes, okay? Amber Heard's friends, a ton of them lived in Johnny Depp's homes. He took them on trips, paid for everything. But according to Amber, he isolated her from everybody. Okay. No, he paid for everything for everybody, which he wanted to do. He was generous and he offered and he enjoyed doing that. So Io was one of the people living there. Now, Io kind of tried to sound like he was being like in the middle of things and saying that like Johnny Depp had addiction issues and that Johnny Depp confided into him and told him some things. And honestly, my heart broke listening to him testify, because I thought about Johnny Depp watching him. Io testified that like one day they were out by the pool and they were talking and Johnny Depp was, you know, confiding in him and saying how...
What, if anything, did Mr. Depp tell you about his struggles?
We sat on the couch and he told me a number of things. He told me about his childhood. He told me about growing up in Kentucky. He told me about growing up very poor and how his mom was verbally and physically abused. He told me that when he was very, very young, like 13 or something, he started drinking, or at least drinking quite heavily. And he was even kind of like, yeah, it's crazy, I know, but I've been doing it my whole life and built like a tank. And
he didn't want to stop drinking. He didn't want to stop using. He enjoyed being, you know, in another universe or inebriated. And it just kind of come off as like this was a private moment where Johnny Depp was pouring his heart out to a guy that he thought was his friend, but he wasn't his friend. He was Amber's friend. And then this person is coming back and using it against him in court. Now, I don't know if he was meaning to use it against him. He didn't sound like he was being vindictive. He actually, in my opinion, sounded very genuine, but it's still sad. First off, I want to say none of them, other than Whitney, and we will get there, testified that they ever saw Johnny Depp be towards Amber, okay? Now, Roquel / Rocky, she goes by Rocky, has testified to a bunch of other stuff that she saw the marks on her faces and she saw Johnny Depp tearing up stuff. The tearing up stuff doesn't surprise me. We know that he does that. He's admitted to doing that. We've seen videos of him doing that, but that's not why they are here. They are here in trial because Amber wrote an op-ed, okay, that's what she's being sued for, saying that she never used Johnny Depp's name, but it was very much insinuated that she was SA'd by him, which is a huge one. And we all know that that allegation just came out a couple years ago. She's never even said that before. And that she was a victim to all other kinds of abuse by him indirectly. Now, something that I found was very interesting about Rocky's testimony as well as Io's testimony is both of them had so much trouble remembering certain details. I mean, they had to look, from what I could tell, they had to keep looking at their old testimonies from the UK trial, which I don't understand why they would have to do that unless they're just trying to make sure they can keep their stories straight so they don't get in trouble for any kind of perjury for having two different stories. They got to keep their stories consistent because if it happened, it happened. Just say it like it happened. There's no reason to look at your notes at what you said before. Now, it seemed like Io's testimony was a lot of, you know, trying to drill home the point that Johnny Depp is an addict and that he gets really messed up and that Amber is a perfect angel, basically, and never does anything wrong. Oh my goodness. And that she's just so concerned about Johnny Depp and he's the bad guy, addict, drunk, all of this stuff, okay? So there's that one. Then when they brought up Rocky, now she's the one that took the photos of Amber and had the photo shoot according to the way that Camille, Johnny Depp's lawyer, put it, while Amber went to the courthouse to file for the TRO while Johnny Depp was in another country. And she just happened to have her publicist there and, you know, paparazzi just happened to be there. Of course, Amber says it's because it was public record. She wanted to keep it private. But Rocky's the one that was there for all of that. Now, again, her and Rocky ain't even friends anymore, which is interesting. And her testimony, in my opinion, seemed very unreliable because there was a lot of things that she did not remember. And it sounded like when she was asked a question, it sounded like somebody, like a lawyer or something, was whispering the answers to her. Check out this clip right here.
Do you have control? You have control.
Yeah. Sorry, it's just I don't have like the scrolly thing, so I just have to
Put the page down.
Now, another thing that was interesting about her testimony, she was asked if she ever witnessed Johnny Depp physically Amber, okay? She wanted to know what the attorney meant by, you know, specifically, what do you mean by physically attack? Which I'm sitting there thinking like, I mean, it's very cut and dry. Watch this clip right here.
Ms. Pennington, have you ever personally witnessed Mr. Depp physically attack Ms. Heard?
Yeah, can you be specific to physically attacked?
And that was just so weird to me. Like, you know, are you trying to sell a story or are you just trying to answer questions honestly? And listen, I have nothing against these people. I'm just commenting on things that I saw that I thought was interesting. Like, you know, it's very cut and dry. Did you ever see him physically or not? Did Johnny Depp ever throw anything and hit her with it while you were there and you saw it? No. Did you ever see him strike Amber? No. Well, if you never said, what else was there? What was you confused about? Now, this is the part that made me concerned for Johnny Depp's case. She cried on there saying that she was afraid for Amber's life when she was with Johnny Depp, okay? She was saying that Johnny Depp was super jealous. He would come home from out of town on, you know, whatever from working, and he would be irate and he would destroy stuff. And he always was accusing her of being with other people when he wasn't. And this is a common theme that all of her witnesses so far have testified. But this is the part that the jury does not know, okay? Again, this whole video is alleged. I was not there. Rocky's ex-husband, his name is Josh. This is Josh. Josh testified after Rocky, okay? Now, Rocky and Josh are divorced and no longer together either. Now, Josh testified that him and Amber hadn't talked in a long time. Right before, like, the trial situation came up, because I think this was in 2019 when this was filmed and when he was questioned, Amber reached out to him. So now you guys got to imagine this guy, okay? First of all, Rocky lived in the penthouse of Johnny Depp. Okay, Johnny Depp had that ECB penthouse, right? Rocky lived there. Io lived there. This guy, Josh, lived there. All these people are living in this penthouse with Amber while Johnny Depp is traveling, working, you know, doing all this other stuff. They're all living in this mega multi-million-dollar penthouse in Beverly Hills for free, for zero, for zilp, for nada. And I did look it up at the ECB for a 1-bedroom apartment where the kitchen and everything's pretty much, it's $1.5 million. I mean, this place is super expensive, and he owned the whole entire top floor with the pool and everything. These people were living there for free. So Josh also testified that Johnny Depp would come in, you know, just out of the blue, be going wild, be arguing with her, and they would be fighting, and he had no idea why. Okay. But Josh later testified that Amber had so many people in that apartment while Johnny Depp would be gone. Now, listen to this.
Did you ever notice anyone visiting Amber Heard at night while Mr. Depp was away?
During the time that I was living there?
Yes.
Yes.
On how many occasions?
I wouldn't even be able to estimate.
Was it more than 10?
Yes.
Was it more than 20?
Yes.
Was it more than 30?
Yes.
Was it more than 50?
Again, I can't really speculate. I was there for quite some time.
So I want y'all to imagine Johnny Depp, an older man, older in his life, right? He's in his 50s. He's got this apartment, this penthouse. He's got this young, beautiful wife who is a whole entire handful, right? Up in this penthouse with all of her friends and all these people in and out. On top of it, she's trying to make him jealous. She nitpicks at him. She does all the stuff that we know that she does allegedly, okay? When he comes back home, he's jealous or whatever. Now listen to this clip right here, and this clip is what was cut out of the trial. The jury members did not hear this part. Listen to this.
Rocky tell you that Amber Heard was having an affair with Cara Delevingne while she was still married to Johnny Depp?
Yes.
Did she ever tell you that the three of them, Elon Musk, Cara Delevingne, spent the night with Amber in November of 2016?
To the specific date, I can't say.
Did she ever tell you in words or substance, while Amber was still married to Johnny Depp, that the three of them, Amber Heard, Elon Musk, and Cara Delevingne, spent the night together?
Yes.
So they were having a three-way affair, correct?
My understanding, yes.
So
Amber Heard, Elon Musk and Cara Delevingne spent the night together.
Yes.
So they were having a three-way affair, correct?
My understanding, yes.
This guy that is actually Amber Heard's witness testified that he knew, because his wife, who was Rocky, who was best friends with Amber, that Amber was sleeping with other people while she was married to Johnny, and that he saw more people than he could count coming up into that apartment while Johnny Depp was out of town working.
Did you ever notice anyone visiting Amber Heard at night while Mr. Depp was away?
Yes.
On how many occasions?
I wouldn't even be able to estimate.
Was it more than 10?
Yes.
Was it more than 20?
Yes.
Was it more than 30?
Yes.
Was it more than 50?
Again, I can't really speculate.
And he also testified that he knew that Elon Musk, okay, and another woman, they had a threesome with Amber while she was married to Johnny Depp. The reason why I feel like this is important is because Amber and her witnesses are trying to make Johnny Depp seem like this drug addict, crazy person, whatever, which he's probably those things, that was so overly jealous for no reason. Okay, for just no reason. Amber's just sitting up there in the apartment doing nothing, just knitting, waiting for her hubby to come home, baking biscuits. And here he comes in the house, throwing things, going crazy, throwing things off the balcony. And she's just like, but Johnny, I love you. Oh, I love you so much. Why are you doing this to us? Not what happened. She had so many people in and out of that place, her own roommate could not even count, honey. And she was sleeping with other people, including women. Now, I say that, and I want to be touchy with this subject, and please, for the love of God, don't nobody twist my words, because I'm going to say exactly what I mean here. Johnny Depp was insecure about her being or certain friendships with other women because Amber had relationships with women. Right before Johnny Depp, she was what she called married to a woman. Now, that woman is the one that Amber was also arrested for assaulting, okay, for a DV situation. So with that being said, and her bringing all them people in and out of there, and with the roommate actually saying, yes.
Heard was having an affair with Cara Delevingne while she was still married to Johnny Depp.
Yes.
Of course he was jealous. Of course he was jealous, but he never had any real hard proof. I mean, other than the elevator videos that we've seen. I mean, the video of James Franco coming up there literally the day after Amber said that Johnny Depp did all this stuff to her. That's very bold. And look, he had his backpack on his back and he was leaning on, he seemed very comfortable, like he had done this before. But I find it just so funny because they're trying to make him seem like this crazy person that was just jealous for no reason. No, he had every single reason to be jealous because she was doing all the things that he was concerned she was doing. But yet she's sitting in the courthouse like, yes, I mean, he was just crazy. It was the drugs. No, girlfriend, it was you. It was you. Now, mind you, this guy, Josh, that lived there also said that Johnny Depp, he never saw Johnny Depp physically abuse Amber. And he also said that Johnny Depp was exceedingly generous, said he was the most generous man ever, paid for everything, was so nice, took them on a trip to Italy, paid for everything, did all of this stuff for Amber's friends, but yet Amber turns around and says that he isolated her from everybody. Now, the interesting thing is Rocky, Josh, all of these people that were there the night that Johnny Depp allegedly, you know, gave her the 2 black eyes and the busted nose. This always happens when Amber is in a room behind closed doors and nobody else can see what's happening. And then Amber comes out and is crying and upset. And then Johnny Depp, you know, hits things or whatever, throws a bottle around and then leaves. And then it looks like Johnny Depp is the one that did everything. Now, I don't know what he did. I know that he testified that he never.
I can't say that I'm embarrassed because I know that I'm doing the right thing.
And we've seen Amber get caught in multiple lies. However, it does look like they're painting a picture for the jury that could be very concerning to Johnny Depp later. If they don't have something else up their sleeve and a strong closing argument, I'm concerned, you guys. I'm concerned because, again, you're talking about 12 jury members that are not seeing all the stuff we're seeing. They're only seeing the show that's being put on, which brings me to my next point. Next to testify was Amber's sister, Whitney. Y'all ready? Sit down. I need y'all to sit down because this is going to be a wild one. When she got up there to testify, y'all, I am so disappointed in her, and I don't even know her. I am so disappointed in her. How do these people sleep at night? She got up there, and you could tell it was so rehearsed. I'm talking about down to saying the exact words that Amber does. She was asked a question and she immediately spit out the answer.
What, if any, observations did you make as to what Mr. Depp carried in his pockets?
Well, he always had cigarettes or rolling papers. When I say cigarettes, I mean the tobacco and rolling papers. He always had a joint on him. If he was in a phase of using coke, he would carry around a little pill box that had his cocaine in it. He always had a pocket knife, a lighter, and yeah, it's about what I can recall.
Listen to this. She's saying, oh, he always had cigarettes and tobaccos and rolling papers because you remember this picture right here? Okay. And then when she said the box, right? The box his pill box that he carried coke in. And then also Amber said previously that her sister is the one that taught Johnny Depp how to use the tampon applicator. So this whole point right here is to co-sign on what Amber said about him using in this photo. And then at the end, she said he always carries a pocket knife in his pocket. And you want to know why that was said? All of this is alleged because do you remember this picture right here of the bed with the wooden frame?
Is that a pocket knife on the bed there?
I cannot tell what's on the bed.
Did you use that to damage the bed?
I did not damage the bed. Johnny's boot did when he was punching me.
And they believe that Amber threw the pocket knife down on the bed after she cut that part of the wood off, but yet she's in court now saying that that piece of the wood from the bed frame came from Johnny Depp's boot because he was S.A.ing her, okay? You guys, so now the sister is co-signing on all of it and saying, oh, he carried a pocket knife in his pocket. Oh, he carried a pill box. Oh, he carried a lighter. He carried rolled cigarettes. It's just so obvious. It's painful. Guess what else she did? She was working the jury, just like big sister Amber. Oh, yes, she was. Every time she answered a question, she was looking dead on at the jury like, listen to this.
Now, describe your relationship with Mr. Depp in the early stages.
We got along really well at first. He was sober at the time, and Johnny, when he's sober, is very bright and beautiful and lovely and kind and generous, and he was very easy to get to know, and frankly, we all fell in love with him. But very quickly, this pattern emerged as their relationship went on, that if Johnny was using, there almost always was a fight.
You guys, she was literally echoing everything that Amber said, and not only was she doing that, she was so rehearsed. She was making sure to say key phrases so it couldn't get an objection against it.
Objection, Your Honor. Cause for speculation, lack of foundation.
As a foundation, if you want to lay foundation.
What, if any, changes in their relationship did you observe?
That when Johnny was using, there would be a fight. I saw it firsthand.
Objection, Your Honor.
Like she would say things like, oh, Johnny Depp struck her, which actually she used the same exact word Amber did. She said, and that's the time that Amber landed a blow. Listen to this.
Kind of just somewhere over here, he strikes me in the back. I hear Amber shout, don't hit my f***ing sister. She smacks him, lands one.
And then afterwards, she would use key phrases like, I was standing right there. I saw it, or I heard him say this to her. She was saying things that wasn't very natural. And that's the one that I wonder if the jury picked up, because Whitney's testimony, in my opinion, was the most disingenuous one, okay? When this trial came up, okay, Josh was not talking to Amber, okay? For whatever reason, Amber wasn't friends with any of them. He testified that he got a text message from Amber out of the blue. Ain't even talked to her.
Ms. Heard reached out to you. When did she reach out to you?
Sometime in the last 2 months.
What did she say when she reached out to you?
To paraphrase, it was something akin to letting me know that, her and Roquel hadn't spoken in some time, and to tell me that she loved me and that she missed me, and she just wanted to make amends and, reconnect.
Did she mention anything about this lawsuit?
Not in the initial interaction.
How did you respond to her in this initial interaction when she said she wanted to make amends?
I didn't for some time. I think I waited about a week and a half before I responded, and before I could, I did get a note from her letting me know that she had tried to keep me out of it, but more than likely people were going to be contacting me either about being deposed or a statement of some kind.
It's like she was buttering him up just out of the blue. I miss you. I love you. And then guess what? They went and met and had drinks and spent time talking. And then he went and gave his testimony 5 weeks later. And it's like, if you guys have a friend that doesn't ever talk to you and isn't your friend anymore, doesn't speak to you, and then out of the blue, they reach out to you and say, I love you. I miss you so much. I haven't talked to your ex-wife, who was my best friend, who was allegedly there for me when I went through all of this stuff. I ain't talked to her yet, but I'm going to reach out to her husband and tell him I love him and I want to meet for a drink. And then, oops, next thing you know, he's getting called for court. She's trying to make sure that he's going to say what she needs him to say. And it's just like, and then it reminded me, do you guys remember in the video where we listened to Dr. Kipper and the recordings of the night where Johnny Depp had the tip of his finger cut off from the bottle?
Somebody needs to fly with her.
Gary.
She won't touch her.
Yes, I mean, I know, I don't need to validate what you're saying, but...
No, but I'm just wondering if there's another person. That's what I'm saying.
Well, I asked those same questions earlier, and it all goes like that. For that reason. He's not going to be manipulated. He's a strong guy. He's not going to be manipulated. He's a strong guy.
He knew that whoever was going to be with Amber would be manipulated by her. But guess what? These people, in my opinion, are being, oh my gosh, it's so brutal to see. It was so brutal to see. And I don't know, is the jury believing all of this stuff? And again, I want to let y'all know that I don't have a dog in this fight. I like Johnny Depp as an actor. As a person, I think he's probably a really good, kind-hearted person, just like everybody that's been in his life forever said. But he's also got issues, and he's got those claws in him from the addiction, and he doesn't want to let go of it. And then that's his business, as long as he's actually not hurting anybody and whatever, But I'm not like loyal to Johnny Depp in this. It's just, this is what I'm seeing. I'm seeing a circus, a show. And I know that a lot of you guys said in the comment section of my last video on Wednesday, you guys were saying, even if he loses this court case, it's fine because he has won in the public, the court of public opinion, and everybody knows his truth now. And I'm going to disagree with you. And let me tell you guys why, okay? If he loses this and has to pay her $100 million, which just because he loses doesn't mean she'll get the whole $100 million. I mean, they can land somewhere in the middle, which is why I think she asked for so much money, because she's hoping to get in the middle somewhere. If he, let's just say, if he has to pay, can you imagine paying your abuser $100 million? After everything he's been through, after everything, after being drugged through the mud, after having his name tarnished, after losing his, the iconic legacy that he built with Disney, of Pirates of the Caribbean, after everything that he's worked for 30-something years. And hear me out, when she first filed for a divorce against him, now mind you, yes, she filed for the divorce first, but he told her that he wanted a divorce and he was done, and that was it. She begged him, allegedly, all of this is alleged, she begged him not to leave her. She's going, oh my gosh, please don't, please don't, please don't. And he said, no, I'm done. After the boo-boo in the bed, he was like, that's it. I'm done. We got to get a divorce. Then he leaves. That's when she got her publicist together, her friend Rocky, the one that testified today, and all of that stuff, and went down to the courthouse, had a photo shoot in the courthouse, came out, all the paparazzi was there. She made sure to have her hair back so you could see her bruise, and started garnering all this attention. Then in the divorce originally, Amber wanted, we know Amber's saying now, I didn't want anything. Originally, allegedly, she wanted multiple of his homes, his vacation homes, because she wanted her friends to be able to stay in them. Her friends was living in these houses. And she wanted $50,000 a month spending money because she didn't have to pay for no house. She didn't have no kids at this time, and she wanted the Range Rover. So she wanted to be set, baby. She wanted to be set in the same way she was as when she was married to Johnny Depp. The issue was she could party with her friends in these houses while he was gone to work doing all these things, spend all the money she wanted, let them dogs doo-doo all over this multi-million-dollar place. And that's a part I forgot to tell y'all. That guy, Josh, that testified, they said that the dogs weren't, these poor little dogs are not outside trained. They just let them poop anywhere they want, and then the people that come in and clean it up.
I think you testified earlier that you observed on a number of occasions dog poop or dog pee in Mr. Depp and Ms. Heard's apartment. Is that correct?
In perpetuity.
When you say in perpetuity, what do you mean?
It's pretty much constant. I've cleaned up my fair share in that apartment.
And I think you testified that the dogs weren't trained to only poop on the sidewalk.
They weren't trained at all. They had their run, and they'd be left at home for large portions of the day sometimes, and if there was nobody there to take care of them, and at some point, there was pee and poop on everything. Couches, sofas, chairs, the bed, you name it.
What kind of nasty, how lazy do you got to be? If you're not working, you can't, you just let your dog doo-doo all in the living room and call the butler to come and clean it up? You ain't got, what else you got to do? Huh? Over there doing yoga, you know, putting together jewelry with your friends. Like, pick up the dog, Duke. Ugh. Anyways, she wanted to be able to continue to live the lifestyle that she was able to live with Johnny. But see, Johnny was catching on to her stuff too. Even with his drunken, messed up stupor, he knew that she was doing other things with other people, that even Josh, her friend that she loves, her best friend's husband, I don't know about you guys, but my best friends, if I'm not speaking to them for whatever reason, I don't text their husbands. Maybe that's just me, okay? And since she couldn't get all that, she settled on the $7 million. Just to remind y'all, Aquaman, which was her biggest movie role of her whole entire career. It was the biggest thing she has ever done. She only got paid $1 million. She got 7 times that in a divorce, being married to Johnny Depp for 15 months, okay? And all of this drama, and there is a chance that she could win $100 million and he would have to pay her that. That's bad. That's really bad. What I hope, I'm going to tell y'all, what I hope after everything I've heard so far, I just hope that they throw it out. They don't give anybody any money, because I actually don't think Johnny Depp deserves any of the money either. I don't. I do not think he should get any money. I think he made a lot of bad decisions. I think he did a lot of stupid stuff. I think this needs to be a huge wake-up call for him. I don't think he's perfect. I think he's got a nasty mouth. And I know a lot of y'all say, oh, I'm from the UK, I'm from Britain, and I talk like that. I call my grandma a C-U-N-T for breakfast. You know, hey, grandma, you big... No, well, I don't think so. It's kind of ugly in my opinion. So this is my opinion. I don't think he should get anything. I don't think she should get anything. I think they both got their sides out. They're both going to have people that support them, and it needs to be done. But I'm worried it's not going to go that way. What do you think? Let me know in the comment section down below. I'm just stressing out. Oh my gosh. And I will see you guys tomorrow. I love you guys. Thanks for watching. Bye.
We are dreaming in the dark. We are nothing more than dust. Search for